Hi everyone, I'm Isadora and today I'm presenting a case study based on the city I'm living in, Venice. Here I selected this photo because it is showing the whole lagoon as an ecosystem as it is, instead of concentrating just on the historical center that is what is most frequent portrait of Venice. So let's start with a brief overview of my background. I was graduated in environmental humanities, master degree in Venice last March. I'm project assistant for an NGO, Sumus, based here, and my interests cover mainly modern human languages and practices for reconnecting people and community to the territory. Why is merging in the world of art and environment important? I decided to answer this question, listing the two main problems the city is facing. It is important to say that Venice is part of the UNESCO World Heritage List since 1987, and due to its position, it is extremely exposed to sea level rise. What does this mean? It means that with sea level rise, we are risking of missing both the cultural heritage and environmental one. In addition to this, we have over tourism that is threaten the possibility of people to live in the city basically because there is no more space for citizens and many other problems as we will see later. So here I reported some response the city is taking in order to face both problems. We have the infrastructure response with MOSE, a mobile dam, a huge infrastructure going through all the lagoon from Venice till Chioggia, and it works like that, separating the sea water from the lagoon water. However, with time passing, it will be needed to activate it more and more frequently. And we have extremely high price of activation for MOSE, and in addition, it, it could damage the already fragile ecosystem of the lagoon that is based also in this exchange of water fluxes. In addition to we have a practice that dates back to the really origin of the city, that is the constant maintenance of the banks. Then we have the cultural response, and I must say that Venice is really amazing in this. We have plenty of association and organization. UNESCO is among them. Sumu is the one I'm working for, and they are doing a big variety of workshop, lesson, exhibition for creating environmental awareness and get people closer to the environmental topic. They are doing really an amazing job. I'm really proud of them. Then we have another big and strong educational response. Venice is home of an excellent national research center that is CNR ISMAR, the Center of Marine Science, that is important for data production and data sharing that, as we have already seen in the previous lectures, it's really important for producing effective results. And then we have also a wide range of maze lesson workshop made by the university, Ca' Foscari and UAV, but also addressed to every kind of student, starting from the elementary school, going till the university, and also my association have one of them based on philosophy for children, and you can have a look of it in the last slide. Then we have the municipality response. Last year, it was the first introduction of the entrance fee. This is a system made for redistributing the tourist fluxes with some red days in which people are supposed to pay more to enter the city. So in that way, redistributing the fluxes through all the year instead of concentrating it in some hot days. And then last but not least, we have the citizen response. As I have already said, citizens in Venice are facing the over-tourism problem. What over-tourism is causing? It is causing a progressive lack of services, of essential services, constant increase of prices, lack of home and diversified job, and so on. So as a consequence to all those issues, several committees and collectives were born. Among them we have OCHO, that is in Urban Observatory for Tourist Fluxes, and then we have Poveglia per Tutti, that last year became famous because they succeed in obtaining the concession of an island, Poveglia, that was supposed to be addressed for building another hotel structure or for tourists. Yeah. So coming to the conclusion, my presentation wanted to highlight the interconnection of different type of heritage, because if we don't have people living in the city won't exist. If we lost the people who knows the tradition of the city, we are missing and really an important part of Venice, and Venice could not just be Venice without its citizens. So again, the outcomes of my analysis are that the integration of citizens into decision-making processes is vital. And for a true transition to happen, social well-being must become a first-rate role in the value scale of decision makers. And of course, synergies between stakeholders is fundamental. Here I reported the sources I used, and here you have my contact. And here I report some external link. There is the last forum my association organized, our school workshop, and then we have this observatory on tourist fluxes with really well made graph. And here we have an article about Poveglia and the latest project and research of the National Center of Research on the Marine Science, and another article on the fight for housing here in Venice. Please do not hesitate to contact me for any further doubt, question, or whatever. Thank you for your attention. Here you have my contact, and wish you a beautiful afternoon. Ciao!